Hello everyone, good evening. Hope you can see me and hear me clearly. I'm trying to go online via the YouTube app just to check. If you can see me and hear me clearly, please write a hi, hello, or an okay so that we can get started with today's session. Hi guys. Can you guys see me? I'm just trying to go live. Okay, I can see myself, which means that the session is now live. So, for those of you who are joining us for the first time, let me tell you what we are going to discuss today is the coding, decoding, and the crypt arithmetic. So, these are, topics from LR. You don't get that many questions on this, but until and unless you have a good handle on this, you will not be able to do well in the CAT exam. You will not be able to prepare properly for the LR section of the CAT exam. And that is where this sort of stuff becomes very, very useful. For those of you who might be joining my class for the first time, my name is Ravi Handa. I've been teaching for CAT for close to 15 years. Recently, I started taking classes on Unacademy as well. As a part of Unacademy, I'm taking classes on YouTube, special classes which are free classes which happen on the Unacademy app, and a plus course. If you want to know which class is happening when and what the schedule is like, well, I'll be telling you my entire schedule for July towards the end of the class. So I hope you stick around till then. But for a daily updates, I would recommend that you join our Telegram group, which is CAT Prep Online. There we keep on posting all the necessary updates about what class is happening when, what the schedule is like, and all those details. Now, as far as Unacademy is concerned, there are two kinds of courses which are offered, the plus courses and the iconic courses. In the plus courses, you get live classes, very similar to this one, but you get them in a structured way. That is, you do this, then this, then this, and a proper order is followed. In the iconic one, you get personalized guidance as well. So what happens is there will be a mentor who will be allocated to you. My recommendation would be to go ahead and join the 6-month plan, which is for 16,400. You can also use the coupon code HANDA, and that will get you a 10% discount on the courses. The reason for recommending the 6-month plan is because with those 6 months, you get one additional month extra for free, which means, you can go ahead and keep this course valid till the SAT exam. You can go ahead and keep this course valid till the SAT exam. Now, if you guys have any other follow-up questions, please let me know via the chat window. I will remain online on chat throughout this session. If not, we will start off with today's questions. And one more thing, there is a surprise test that I will be taking towards the end of the class. There will be a surprise test, and I'll be taking that test by the Unacademy platform. So if you have not downloaded the Unacademy app till now, please do that. And then when it asks you for a referral code, you can give the referral code HANDA. I hope all of you, do you guys have the Unacademy app already? You can write a yes, no via the chat window. If you guys have the Unacademy app already, well and good. In case you don't have the Unacademy app already, my recommendation would be to please go ahead, download the Unacademy app so that you can take part in the test which happens towards the end. Let us start off with some questions now. So we have various symbols. So this is a particular type of coding decoding where a symbol is used as a code for something. A, phi B, this sort of a symbol means HCF of A and B. This particular symbol means LCM. This particular symbol means twice of A plus B. And this is omega, I believe, which represents twice of A minus B. So all these symbols are coded to represent a particular operation. This is a type of questions which is frequently asked when a symbol is used to represent a coded form of operation. So what all do we have here? We have 12 5, 6. Do we have some left or right priority? Then we have 6 and 18, this and 2, and then 2 and 20. So one by one, let me do left to right, HCF of A and B. So HCF of 6 and 12, that's the first symbol. So HCF of 6 and 12 is 6. Then 6 pi 6, this particular symbol, and 18. What does that mean? 6 and the symbol 18. So that is the LCM of 6 and 18. What is the LCM of 6 and 18? That'll be 18. Then 18, this symbol in 2 is twice of A plus B. So 18 plus 2 and twice of that, 18 plus 2 and twice of that, which comes out as 40. And finally, I will have 40 omega 20. 40 omega 20 will be twice of 40 minus 20, which will come out as twice of 20, or which will come out as 40 here, which is given to me as option 1. Simple, straightforward question. All you needed to do in this question is just take the symbol and convert it. Just take the symbol and convert it. Let's go ahead and try out the next one. This is again, a symbol means something. A symbol means something. What you need to do is figure out, based upon the statement that is given to us. What is the statement? This is the statement that which of these conclusions holds true. Which of these conclusions holds true? So how will I do that? Any ideas or suggestions? How am I going to do that? How will I proceed with something like this? Any suggestions? I can't really see anything in chat. Guys, you can use the chat window. I will be online throughout this session on chat. So if you have any queries, anything that you want to ask, please go ahead with that. Please go ahead with that. Now, we have this particular statement, E this F, C this F beta G, D alpha E. So let's check that. Let me just rewrite it in terms that I understand and interpret better. So what is the statement? Hi Brijesh, good to see you here. E, this particular symbol means is equal to B. So I have E is equal to F. That is the first statement. This means equal to B. Then I have C and a symbol D. So C is smaller than B. So C is smaller than B, less than B. Then I have F beta G. F beta G. What is beta? Beta is either greater than or equal to. So beta is either greater than or equal to. So F is greater than or equal to G. Then I have D alpha E. Alpha is A is greater than B. So D is greater than E. These are all the statements which are given to me. Now I will have a look at the conclusions. I have two conclusions, conclusion 1 and conclusion 2. The question is asking me if only one is true, only two, both, neither, or either one or two, neither one or two, both. We have to figure out which one of these conclusions comes out as true. Let's check that. E alpha G. What was alpha? Alpha was greater than. So E is greater than or equal to. Alpha is just greater than. Alpha is just greater than. So E is greater than G. That is statement 1. And C gamma E. What is gamma? Gamma is equal to. So C is equal to E. These are the two conclusions which are given to me. Now based upon this, can you tell me which conclusion is valid or which conclusion is not valid? How are you going to figure this out? The way to figure this out is you draw a number line. So let me do that. This is my number line. And on this number line, you start with any relationship. Suppose I start with the relationship E equal to F. So wherever is E, F is at the same place. Now, do you see any relationship of F with anyone else? F is greater than or equal to G. So if it is increasing this way and F is greater than or equal to G, that means G could be anywhere here. It could be the same value as them also. It could be the same value as them also, or it could be smaller. Then I have C, E, G, F. So I have used this, then E and D. Now I'm given D is greater than E. So if D is greater than E, D is definitely in this part on the right hand side of E. Why do I know that? Because D cannot be equal, D has to be bigger than E. So it is a higher value. So we have used that. What about B and C? Can you tell me anything about B and C? I have no information. Sorry, this is C and D. So C is, delta is, C is smaller than B. So C is, I'm given C is less than D, which if I want to put it, now I don't know where D is. But whatever value of D I take, C has to be lesser than that. C has to be lesser than that. Now I look at the conclusions. E greater than G. Well, in most cases, E is greater than G, but there is a possibility because E equal to F and F is greater than equal to G. So it is essentially E is greater than equal to G. E is greater than equal to G. Conclusion 1 says E is alpha or E is just greater than G. This is an invalid conclusion because they can be equal also. Do you guys agree with me that they can be equal also, which makes this invalid? Okay. How about C equal to E? C equal to E, we do not know. C equal to E, we do not know. C can be greater than E if it is here. C can be equal to E. C can be lesser than E. So once again, we don't know that, which means neither 1 nor 2 is true. None of the conclusions are valid here. That'll mean option 4 becomes my answer here. Now, that being said, I'd like to tell you a little bit about the Iconic program, which is provided by Unacademy. You get a personalized mentor in that who will help you plan your preparation, who will also tell you about, which colleges to apply and stuff like that. These mentors are typically from the top colleges. So they will be able to guide you and also help you with preparation of other management entrance exams. Now, this is a slightly different type of problem which gets asked. What happens in, these kind of problems is you have to figure out the digits. So X into Y into YZ. This should give me XXX. So suppose you say that X is 5, Y is 7, and then YZ is 73. Then this should come out as 555. This should happen. So what you need to do in questions like this is you need to figure out the what do the letters and the codes represent. In yesterday's class, we were given, codes and numbers, and then you needed to do a matching of sorts. Here, there is no matching that needs to be done. Here, you just need to look at the numbers and figure out what is happening. So, how will you start with this question? Preetham is complaining about lag. Preetham, to be really honest, I'm watching myself on YouTube on the phone, and it seems to be working perfectly fine, at least for me. I hope, Preetham, at least my audio is clear. So can you tell me about this? XXX. What value can this assume? Preetham or Brijesh or anyone else? XXX. Now the point is XXX could be 111 or 222 or 333 and so on till 999. Now, what are the factors of 111? 111 is 3 into 37. 222 is 2 into 3 into 37. 333 is 3 into 3 into 37. 444 is 4 into 4 into 37. So it becomes a problem. So how do I actually figure out this particular value? What I'm going to do is I'm going to assume X is X here. That is something that I know. Then I'm multiplying it with Y, and then I'm multiplying it with YZ. Now, which value am I sure of? So 222 will be 2 into 3 into 37. 333 will be 3 into 3 into 37. Now, till 999, 999 will be 3 into 3 into 3 into 37. So we'll need to figure that out. Now, if you notice something in all of them, 37 has to be a factor. In all of them, 37 has to be a factor. And if in all of them, 37 has to be a factor, I can say for a fact that YZ is 37 or Y is 3, Z is 7. So now my problem has reduced to X into 3 into 37, which will give me XXX. Now what values can X take? It cannot take 3, it cannot take 7. But can X be 2? Yes, 2 into 3 into 37 is 2 into 111. Basically, I have X into 111 is equal to XXX. So all values of X will be valid except for 3 and 7. Sorry. X, this is Z is 7 and Y is 3. So X can take any value other than 3 or 7. Both of them are perfectly valid. Both of them can get you to the answer. So what do I do here? So X can be 0 will work because it will be 0, 0, 0, but 3 digits 0 is not something that I like to represent. So it is 1, 2, 3 is not valid, 4 will work, 5 will work, 6 will work, 7 is not valid, 8 will work, 9 will work. All of these values will work. So X can be all of these, but the YZ part that you are sure of here. So here what happened was I knew I took this as 111, factorized it, and I found it out. This is the same idea, the same technique that you will need to use frequently in questions which are similar to this. Please try this one. Please try this one. What will you do here? AB into AB is giving me EAB as my answer. So for example, suppose I took 17 into 17, my answer comes out as 289. But what is happening here is 17 into 17 should end in 17 again. 17 into 17 should end in 17 again. So that is what you need to figure out. But that's very, very difficult to figure out if you think about it, because 11 square is 121, 12 square is 144. You will have to consider the whole list till 99 square. The idea is, how do I work to cut down this list? Now, the first thing that you need to realize is that your list is not till 99 square because you only need a 3-digit number. If you need a 3-digit number, so you'll have 11 square, 12 square, till 31 square, because 31 square is 961 and 11 square is 121. So that's the first thing. Another thing that you should be able to realize is that 12 square will end in 4. We want it to end in the same number. I don't know what will happen with 2 digits, but which digits squares end in the same number? Which digits squares end in the same number? So to consider that, 0 square ends in 0, 1 square ends in 1, 5 square ends in 5, and 6 square ends in 6. Now 0 square will end in 00. So I can completely forget about that. So I only need to consider 1 square ending in 1, ending in 5, and ending in 6. Which numbers are there which are ending in 1, ending in 5, and ending in 6 in my range? So now my range is a lot smaller. 11 square, 21 square, 31 square, 15 square, 25 square. 35 square is not required because I only need to go to 31 square, and 16 square and 26 square. Now, how much is 11 square? 121. 11 doesn't repeat. Not the answer. 21 square, 441. 21 doesn't repeat. Not the answer. 31 square, 961 doesn't repeat. Not the answer. 15 square, 225. 15 doesn't repeat. Not the answer. 25 square, 625. Maybe it is the answer. I'm not sure because it needs to satisfy the other criteria also. As of now, I'm only considering AB square as EAB. It may be the answer. I'll check. Now, how about 16 square? 16 square is 256. 26 square is 576. Again, they don't fit. Which means the number that we are considering, the only possibility for that number is only and only 25. So let me use that as the only possibility. So I have 25 into 25 will be 125. Then minus sign here, meaning nothing will come here. Then 2 into 25 is 50. And my grand total, 5, 2 plus 0 is 2, 1 plus 5 is 6. So this is my grand total, which means A is 2, B is 5, C is 1, D is 0, and E is 6. These are my numbers. These are the ones which I am dealing with. What is the code for BD square? BD square is 50 square, which is 2500. What is 2? 2 is A, 5 is B, and D is 0. So A, B, D, D should come out as my answer, which is option B. Hope you guys are okay with this. Getting option B as the answer for A, B, D, D. You can let me know via the chat window. Okay. Let us go ahead. Then we have, we have to solve the following expression where each digit represents a letter, or each letter is represented by a unique digit. How do I find this out? Well, there are a few ideas or techniques that you can use for solving questions like this. Let us try them out. So, we have send more money, we have S and M, S and M, and E, O, all of these are there. But please understand, two 4-digit numbers are getting added up. Let's say if I take the biggest possible numbers, 9999 and 9999, what will be the sum? The sum will be 1998. So the maximum carry that you can generate is 1. If the maximum carry you can generate is 1, that means automatically M has to be 1. M has to be 1 because you cannot generate anything else. That is one of the first values that I can figure out here, that M has to be 1. So my equation is, I don't know about S, E, N, D, but this is 1, O, R, E, and I also have 1, then O, N, E, Y. Now, think about it this way. S plus 1 is generating a carry. S plus 1 is generating a carry. How is that possible? How is that possible? The only way that is possible is if S is 9. Otherwise, no carry can be generated. The only way this is possible is if S is 9. Otherwise, you will never be able to generate a carry. Let me do that. So this is 9. If this is 9, this is 1, this is 10, and this is 0. So at least this much part is solved. This much part is solved. And I also have now E plus 0. E plus 0 is N. Normally speaking, E plus 0 should have been E only. Normally speaking, E plus 0 should have been E only. How is it possible? What needs to happen such that E plus 0 gives me another digit? See, what I'm trying to say is, if you do 2 plus 0, it will be 2. If you do 3 plus 0, it will be 3. But if 2 plus 0 is giving me 3, or 2 plus 0 is giving me some other digit, the only way that can happen is there must have been a carry here. N plus R should have generated a carry, which is what is happening here. If N plus R must have generated a carry, that means my digits, I get some more idea about my digits. What is the idea that I get? That E plus 1 is N. You have already figured out 1 in this. Then what is happening? N plus R is giving me E. That is interesting because N plus R is actually giving me 1 plus E. So it's actually giving me 10 plus E. Now think about it, what value can R take? Suppose, randomly speaking, suppose I take E as 2, N as 3, then 3 plus something, 3 plus R should give me 10 plus E, or it should give me 12, which means R is 9. Now, if this means R is 9, S we have already figured out as 9. So R cannot be 9. So now can you tell me what is the logic behind this? How is it that R is becoming 9? How is it that we are getting to this value? There is a conflict here very clearly. If R is equal to 9, you cannot take S equal to 9. And if you have S equal to 9, then you cannot take R equal to 9. So there is some conflict. How do you resolve that? The only way to resolve that is that there should have been a carry here as well, which means my equation should have been N plus R plus 1 should have been 10 plus E. And if I have N plus R plus 1 as 10 plus E, so that means 3 plus R plus 1 is 12. Just from this example, R comes out as 8. And not just this, you can take more examples if you want. You can take more examples if you want. So this is an assumption that I took. You don't like this assumption, you take some other assumption. Suppose you take ES5 or ES3 and NS4. If you take ES3, NS4, then 4 plus R plus 1 is 13. R will always come out as 8. Whatever assumption you take, R will always come out as 8. Now I will like to modify my equation once again. 9 and 1, this was 1, 0. That much is figured out. This is 0. What else have we figured out? Now we have figured out that R is 8. R is 8. What digits do we not know? We still don't know En. This is Ne. And we don't know Dey. But a carry is generated here. That much we know. A carry is generated here. That much we know. What are the digits which are left? I'm left with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. These are the digits which are left. Now, the point to note is that 8 plus N plus 1 should generate a carry. So, if I take, let me just randomly take values. If I take ES2 and NS3, then at least this part fits. I'm taking the smallest possible value of E. I'm taking the smallest possible value of E. I'll start with E equal to 2. If I take E equal to 2, what can D take? D plus E should generate a carry. Nothing? Not possible? If I take ES2, D has to be 8 or 9, but 8 or 9 are no longer available with me. If I take ES3, then 7 is available. 7 plus 3 make Y equal to 0. But 0 is not available with me. 0 is not available with me. So E cannot be 3 also. Let me try with E equal to 4. If E equal to 4 and D equal to, suppose, 6 or 7. So 6 plus 4 is 10. 7 plus 4 is 11. 0 and 1 are once again not available with me. 0 and 1 are once again not available with me. So E cannot be 4 also. E cannot be 4 also. And similarly, we will keep on eliminating just so that we can get to our required answer. So suppose I take E equal to 5. Now, if I take E equal to 5, what can be D? D has to be 6 or 7 for the carry to be generated. If it is 6, Y is 1, not allowed, 1 is not available. If I take D as 7, so 7, 5, 2, 12, carry over as 1 is generated. Carry over 1 is generated. Now Y is equal to 2 and I've got E equal to 5. E equal to 5, that will mean N is 6. N is 6. Does this fit? I think so. 7 plus 5 is 12. All of them are different digits. 9, 5, 6, 7 plus 1, 0, 8, 5 is giving me 1, 0, 6, 5 and 2. 7 plus 5 carry over 1, 6 plus 1, 7 plus 8, 15, 5 plus 1 carry over 6, 9 plus 1 is 10. So this is my final arrangement. This is my final arrangement. And in my final arrangement, what are my digits and letters? What are my combos? 0 is O, 1 is M, 2 is Y, 3 I have not used, 4 I have not used, 5 is E, 6 is N, 7 is D, 8 is, what was 8? Send more money. Yeah, so R was 8. And finally, 9 also I have obtained as S. So this will be my final encoding. And this is essentially how you solve questions on cryptarithmetic. Hope you guys are okay with this. I'll do one more question on this, which appeared in CAT. But before that, I'd like to remind you that there are a couple of batches which are starting for CAT 2021. So if you're just starting your preparation, my recommendation to you would be to go ahead with either the batch on the 3rd or the 7th of July. They'll cover the entire syllabus. And you can use the coupon code Handa in that. The coupon code Handa will essentially get you a 10% discount on any and all the courses. Please try this one out. This is actually a CAT question. This is actually a CAT question. So what do you think will be the answer here? Please try this out. You can use the chat window. You can use the chat window to ask any queries, any questions that you have. I am online on chat. Very similar to the previous question. Very similar to the previous question. All you need to do is, here there were 4-digit numbers which were being added up. Here there are 6-digit numbers which are being added up. And you need to figure out what is happening in this case. First of all, what is the first thing that you should proceed in this? The first thing that you need to figure out, or that you need to proceed from this, is that there are 9 numbers and there are 9 letters. Which ones am I using? I'm using A, B, C I'm using, D is never used, E is also never used, F is used, G, H, J and K. Okay, so 2 letters are never used. That means 2 numbers will never be used. Now, what are the first things that you can figure out in this from a number perspective? The first thing that you should be able to, figure out from here is that A is 1. A is 1. Rajesh, you will need practice. See, A equal to 1, you should be able to figure out based upon what I just taught you. 2 4-digit numbers are forming a 5-digit number. That means the first number has to be 1. The first number has to be 1. So now I got the first number as 1. Let me write that down. 1, 1, 1. Then H, H, F and all the things are there. So this is also 1. This is also 1. Are you okay with that, Brijesh? I've converted all the A's in the question with 1, 1. I've converted all the A's in the question to 1, 1, 1. Now my next question to you is, focus on this. FFF. 1 plus 1 will give me 2, 2 plus 2 will give me 4, 3 plus 3 will give me 6. What digit plus what digit will give you the same digit? How is that possible? How will you add 2 digits and still end up with the same one? Can you tell me that? Brijesh and others, can you tell me what value can I take? What value can I take? I know 3 plus 3 gives me 6. 7 plus 7 gives me 14, or the last digit will be 4. What value can I take here such that the same digit gets repeated? Any suggestions for that? Brijesh, Preetham? Well, the only way it is possible is if it is 0 plus 0 is 0. F is 0. I'll put F as 0. I'll put F as 0 here. Then another thing which I hope you guys are able to figure out, two numbers are adding up and ending in a 0. Two numbers are adding up and ending in a 0. How is that possible? Which two numbers can you add such that they end in a 0? The only possibility for that the two numbers that you are adding and they end up in a 0, it is possible if and only if you take a 5 plus 5, because that ends in 10. Like you took 7 plus 7, which ended in 4. So I take H as 5. I think I will pause here and rewrite my equation. I figured out A is 1. I figured out F is 0. I figured out H is 5. Let me rewrite my equation. So I'll write it in two parts. The red part and the green part, which I have not figured out, because F is figured out. So first of all, the red part is B5 15 is becoming a total of 110. B515 is becoming a total of 110. What is 110 minus 15? 95. That is 95, which will mean B equal to 9. Which will mean B equal to 9. So I have now figured out B equal to 9 also. Then for the green part, I have 1G J 0K is giving me GC and 1. And now the point to note is 1059 are gone. If 1059 are gone, then the digits that I have left are 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 and 8. These are the digits that I have left. 2, 3, 4, 6 and 8. Then please note 1 plus 0 is giving me a different digit. 1 plus 0 is giving me a different digit. How is that possible? 1 plus 0 should give me 1 also. It's very similar to what we discussed in the send more money example. 5 plus 0 or E plus 0 was giving me N, a different digit. 5 plus 0 was giving me 6. How is that possible? That is possible if and only if there was a carry. And if there is a carry, that means 1 plus 0 is 2. So now I got the value of C as 2. And if I got the value of C as 2, I don't have 2 available anymore. So I have 11GK, that is 11G plus J0K, which is ending in G21. So now let's check it out. What values can we take for GK and J such that G plus K should be 11 and they should come only from here. So how is that possible? I'll list down all the possible cases. G is 3, K is 8. G is 4, K is 7. G is 8, K is 3. Or G is 7, K is 4. Only possibility is such that these G plus K add up to be 11. What is J? 1 plus J should be G. That means J is G minus 1. Now if J is G minus 1, J should be 2. Not possible. 4, 7, 3 is possible for J. 8 minus 1, 7 is possible. 7, 4 and 6 is possible. So this case is not possible. For G, K and J, you have these options 473, 837 and 746. These are my final values which are possible for the arrangement. These are for the final values for the arrangement. Are you guys okay with this? Everyone? Because now I will, discuss the questions. This is anyways the last set. This is anyways the last set. Which digit does the letter A represent? So A is representing 1. We have already figured that out. So A comes out as 1. Which digit does the letter B represent? Did we figure out B somewhere? Yes, we figured out B is equal to 9. So B is actually equal to 9. Then, which among the following 3, 4, 6, 7 cannot be represented by the letter D? Okay. So 3, 4, 6 and 7. Now please note, in D is whatever is not used here. So D can be 6 in this case. D can be 4 in this case. D can be 6 in this case. D can be 3 in this case. So D can be 3 or 4 or 6. In none of the cases D is 7 because 7 is always occupied. In none of the cases it is 7 because 7 is always occupied. So 3, 4 and 6 can actually represent D. They can never represent, D can never be represented by 7, and that is why 7 is the answer here. That is why 7 is the answer here. Which among the digits cannot be represented by G? We have the table for G. This is our table for G. G can be 4, 8, 7. So G can be 4, G can be 7, G can be 8. G can never be 6. G can never be 6. And that's essentially the idea. Now, let me tell you, if some of you are, worried about this or confused about this, this is one of the toughest questions to appear in CAT in the recent years. I wanted to take this just to, give you an example of the sort of stuff which gets asked. There is a scholarship test. There is a scholarship test which is held every Sunday and you can take part in that. In case it asks for a code to, unlock the test, you can use the coupon code Handa, which will unlock the test. The toppers from the test get it for free. And forget about the toppers. Even if you are not able to top, even if you are in the top 100, even if you are in the top 50, you get a 50% scholarship. So that's a good deal. So if you're planning to register at Unacademy, one option is you can use the coupon code Handa and get a 10% off now itself. The other one is try out the test. Maybe you will perform a lot better over there. Another thing is that in the coming month, in the month of July, I'm planning a large number of classes on geometry. So I'm planning a large number of classes on geometry, so you can join them. The other thing that I'm planning is a lot of special classes, which will be the must-do LRDI sets. So you can try them out. They will always be on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. On Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So that should also help. Currently, as a part of the paid course, I'm teaching the complete schedule for LR, the complete syllabus for LR. The classes take place Monday to Friday from 10 to 11:30. So you're more than welcome to join my batch. We are covering a large number of previous year questions in that. There is a doubt class also that I conduct fairly regularly in that. So you can use all of this to prepare for LR. In case you have a doubt, you can send it to us via the platform. All you'll need to do is click a picture, send it to us. Either me or someone from our team will clarify that doubt for you. And this is the special bit which I wanted to, talk to you about, for at least for those of you who are online right now. All you need to do is, I'll show you. All you need to do is you just need to open the Unacademy app. As I said in the beginning of the class, please download it if you haven't done that. Open the Unacademy app. In the Unacademy app, you will see at the bottom, I don't know if it is visible or not, at the bottom you will see an option for tests. You go for that test option. Then once you go for that test option, there will be an option to join a quiz. Yeah, so there will be an option for live quiz over there. You click on that live quiz. In that live quiz, you will have an option of a join quiz or a host a quiz. Click on join the quiz. Click on join the quiz and you will see. Just 1 second, guys. I'm trying to launch my particular quiz. I'm unable to see that. I'd scheduled a quiz. I think this is the wrong code. Let me just host another quiz. Or maybe what we are going to do is we are going to try it another time because I cannot see the quiz in this. If there is, this is the code that you guys can use. This is the code that you guys can use, 921568. Okay, it's working. So one of my teammates tells me that this is working. You can use the code 921568 and you will be able to join it. Maybe I'm the one who is hosting the quiz. That's why I'm not able to see it. So please go ahead, join the quiz. All the questions in today's quiz are related to what we have discussed. Just a reminder, what we started with today will form the bulk of these questions, which is you'll have to use the letters and the symbols. All of these questions which are there in the quiz, they will give you an 80-second window, where you can actually take part in the quiz and answer the questions. And well, if you get stuck in any of the questions, you can always reach out to me and I'll be there to help you with those. So I hope you guys enjoyed this session. Please do provide me feedback about how you like the quiz and how many questions should be there and how long do you think is required for solving one question. I'll accommodate your feedback in my future quizzes and future tests that I conduct. That being said, if you have still not practiced the quiz, you can use the code 921568 and you will be able to join the quiz via that. If you have not liked our video till now, please go ahead and like the video. The more likes we get, the more views we get, the more free classes I'll be allowed to take on the YouTube platform. So please do that if you want me to continue taking classes over here. And on that note, I'll end today's session. See you guys on Friday. Bye everyone. Bye guys.